Aha, some vegetation. Don't mind if I slice. I don't know if I ever told that story about that really cool family of French people that came into Tedeschi's last summer. You will end up in Fuchsia City. Well, you learn something new every day, I guess. But that French family that came in when I was at Tedeschi's closing one night, and this family of French people came in. And it was really interesting because they were just like, the only one that spoke English was this one guy, and the rest of the family, they were kind of just like walking around the store, like picking up random objects and like putting them in other in other places. Like they took like pre-sliced deli cheese and put it on my counter at the deli station, which you can't buy it there, but they put it there. Someone put it there and they just left it. And I don't know why. Like they would like, it was like they were rearranging the store, and I was just looking at them kind of. I was like, huh, what are they doing? But I just remember when I was behind the counter and the guy came up to me and he was just like, I have a question for you. Do you slice? And I'm just like, what? Do you slice? And I'm just like, yeah, we slice anything you want me to, any kind of deli thing. Well, I was already here, so joke's on me. But he was just like so loud, and like he really wanted his things to be sliced. And who can blame him? Okay, where have I not been? I can go back to Fuchsia, then go down that way, which I already kind of did. Well, I haven't gone... Well, I have gone there. So I've done 4 gyms now. I've done that one. Wait, no. Have I been up top? Yeah, I was up top. Oh no, I was at Cerulean, but no one was there. Well, it is daytime now. I can see if anyone's at the gym now. Well, I can also just warp there. Why don't... And clearly I have to go there on my own, because I don't know if they're open. If the gym is open. What a joke. We'll see if I'm allowed to now. No one told me it wasn't open. I'm not referring to you guys, but... Am I supposed to surf? Like, is there any... Like, you wouldn't think... Like, okay, I don't want to surf, necessarily. Okay, look. I'll come back here. Well, no one in the town tells me that, like, there's something wrong. Usually, that's what happens. Usually someone's like, oh, you can't go to the gym yet. Or, like, you would think that someone would just be standing in the way and be like, no, the gym is... No. Good place for dates. Girls like it. Does Misty like it? Is that where Misty would be? Was it even a place last time? What kind of route is that? Garbage. There is nothing here. The name is Hank Hill. Mr. Hank Hill. Peggy married me. I didn't marry her. What the hell is this way? This way! It might pay to go to the power plant, because I remember that being a thing. I didn't really do anything about it. Oh, wow, level 7. Take it easy, game. I'm freaking revving up the difficulty here. Like, I'm just a beginner, for God's sake. You give me level 7 Goldines. I might level up, though. Yeah, I'll take that for what it's worth, I guess. Will Vin's level up? No. If there's nothing good over here, I'm going to be about as furious as... Well, Astrid when she uses Dragon Rage. Now, how is that for humor? How's that for really bad Brock Pokemon humor? I don't want to do that. Just give me a repel, for God's sake. Like, I always have repels. Whenever I go to a store, I just act like I don't have repels. What the hell is the point of coming all the way over here? Well, this guy was freaking out because he was just like, oh, there's an item nearby. There's probably like a brilliant thing over here, too. How am I on Route 4? Maybe I'll just go to other places and see what happens. See if someone... Well, I mean, you would expect there to be someone that just says, you know... Oh. Misty's not here right now, she's somewhere else. Are you a trainer? And at what cost? Now hold on. That way must be important. I mean, it leads to a dead end. It wouldn't be for nothing. Beat the 6 of us trainers to win a fabulous prize. Think you've got what it takes? Ugh, you mean patience? I don't know if I have that. I'm wearing a pretty heavy sweatshirt right now, and it's like, you know, summer. The whole hot thing. It's cold in my room, though, so... Nice and... Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, honestly. There have been so many... wolf spiders in this room lately. Which for an arachnophobic person like me is bad. Because it means I have a crisis almost every day. Oh, cool. Well, that paid off in a great way, but yeah. And you would think I'd kind of get desensitized by now, because of the amount that I'm encountering. It's really more a matter... I'm not sure what the hell just went down there. Oh, good. Moonlight, nice one. So much health, so little time. It's kind of more the shock factor in spiders that kind of gets me. Because if I see a spider on the floor that's big enough and it catches me by surprise, I'll freak out. Like, I might very well have a panic attack, honestly. Like, I kind of was the other night when I... Like, there was a really big one. It was a wolf spider. It's always wolf spiders out. I mean, it makes sense because it's the bottom floor and they are sort of ground hunters. Not sure why they're called wolf spiders. You shake that thing wiggly tough. I'm not sure why they're called wolf spiders because they don't... You would think that they'd be called that maybe because, like, oh, maybe they travel in packs. But they don't. They travel alone. Lone wolves. You can say that. Wolf spiders are cool, though. See, like, this is the kind of thing that, like, I joke with friends and be like, I'd be a really interesting character on a television show. Like, you can make a really interesting film about a character like me that's arachnophobic, but I'm also really interested in spiders. Like, they're really interesting. Like, I'm very fascinated. Like, I love to research them because they're just so... They're cool. Like, I can... Like, they're jumping spiders, for instance. Have incredibly good eyesight. Wolf spiders do, too. I mean, like, I think jumping spiders, it's... a lot of kinds of jumping spiders that have eyesight that's... like, human eyesight is only 5 times better than, certain spiders. Which, if you think about it, like, that's crazy. Like, take a spider, and they... a jumping spider, and, you know, they're smaller than our eye alone, and their eyesight's only, like, 5 times worse. Like, a fifth as good, rather. That's a better way of saying it. And they can even see in color, some of them. Like, that's crazy. Why do you want Astrid out? Like, Astrid can't do anything to you right now. Oh, she can. Alright. But wolf spiders are pretty cool. I think they have the 3rd best eyesight out of all of them. I know the giant... It's not the... The giant huntsman might be the best... Well, the regular huntsman. The giant huntsman is technically the biggest spider. By leg span. The biggest spider by mass is the Goliath bird eater. Why do you keep using roar? It's not helping you. It's not beneficial in any way. You want Daniel to kill you? Fine, he'll kill you. I can arrange that. Scare him away now. Oh, nice try. I'd scare him away definitely with that. Look at this thing. Yeah, the Goliath bird eater. What is this? This is the stupidest move. No, I don't want Vibode to kill you. That's silliness. Think of how many freaking Pokémon on my team are gonna get experience from this now. This isn't beneficial to anything. Francis, Vibode. Vinz. Well, Vinz gets pretty good experience. Vinz always gets the best deal. Except it technically shouldn't be called the Goliath Bird Eater, because I think it was seen once when it was around... I think it might have been around when it was first discovered. I don't know if anything I'm saying is technically true. You might have to verify it for yourself. This thing is just so messed up. It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog had a bad hair day or something. Like, look at that thing. Like, what's the like, what is the meaning of... No way! I can't believe this! But I think that it was seen once a long time ago. The Goliath bird eater, like, eating a bird. But spiders don't go for birds. Like, if a bird happens to end up in a spider's way or in their web or whatever, then that's definitely something that could happen. I mean, if I were a spider and I saw a bird in my web, I'd be like, holy crap, I am lucky. Look at the size of that. I could have to eat forever. After that garbage. After this meal. But they don't do that. But technically, to me, I mean, the Goliath bird eater seems like it's the biggest spider. But that's just by mass. Leg span makes a difference, though. Leg span definitely makes a spider look way bigger than it actually is, I feel like. And I think that the huntsman, the giant huntsman spider, was only discovered in, like, it was sometime last decade. Like, I think it might have been 2001 or 2003 that it was discovered. Which is crazy. Like, the biggest like, what's considered to be the biggest spider that I know of was only just discovered, like... Okay, well, we need to change up our team here. Was only just discovered, like, a decade ago. And I remember there's, like, the people that... Like, like, the experts that talk about it are just like, yeah, this is really inexcusable. It shouldn't have taken us this long to find this thing. But... I'm not even sure what I was... Why am I talking about this anyway? I was talking about how wolf spiders keep appearing in my room. I'm not really sure how to describe a wolf. You know what it is if you've seen one. They're fairly calm, and I mean, in a lot of places. I mean, they vary by type, not like Pokémon, but around here they look like kind of weird. Like pretty much what you would imagine. Like if I said like picture a spider in your head, it's probably what you would imagine, just about. Like wolf spiders, especially the ones here in like Massachusetts that I've been fighting a lot in my frickin' bedroom. Kind of look like your typical bog standard spider. I'm pretty much ganked right now. I don't really see this looking very good for old Francis. I want to get Astrid back up to snuff. There is actually kind of a creepy thing you can do. It's and I noticed this on my own, and I looked it up to verify once, because I was like, because I mean, this happens to a number of spiders, but if you shine light into the eyes, especially to the eyes of a wolf spider, you'll see kind of like a sparkle, because they have a reflective disc in the back of their main two eyes. So sometimes you might be shining a flashlight on the ground, and you'll see a sparkle. That might be a wolf spider, so beware. It doesn't really matter if they bite. Well, no, it does matter if they bite you, but it won't do too much. Like it'll hurt. It's like being stung by a bee, but it won't like to my knowledge, especially in this area, wolf spiders aren't gonna do too much damage to you as far as biting is concerned. And as well, like they're not like while wolf spiders are definitely very like, they're not pleasant to look at. As someone who is horrified of spiders, I can tell you that. But they're mostly on the ground anyway, so it's not like you're gonna find one in your bed. Like, if you ever found a wolf spider in your bed, I'd be very surprised, because I've never even seen one climbing a wall. Like, I guess they will supposedly climb if they have to, if they're on the hunt. But I've had to see, like, they don't use webs to catch prey either. Like, wolf spiders are just on the ground hunting. Which is interesting. They're also, like, ridiculously fast. They can swim, too. Because, when I've seen them in the toilet before, you know, just as, you know, my professional experience with spiders. I've put a couple in the toilet, and, they'll linger there for a second, then they'll, like, swim like crazy, like, it's ridiculous. Like, if they have to, they'll swim. They swim when they want to. I do feel very bad about flushing spiders, though, because there's really no... Like, for someone like me, it's very hard to dispose of spiders, because, honestly, I can't... Like, obviously, a quick death for them is to crush them. But that's obviously just very bad. I can't do that. I just simply cannot do that. And, you know, you can... I mean, what I usually do is contain them first. And I'll usually put them outside, but it's like, you know... They keep appearing in my house anyway, so I figure it's like, what's the point? Because obviously, like, they came here to begin with. For some reason, this is a suitable environment in their mind, so they'll probably just come back one way or another. Like, I don't know if it's the yard. Like, there's not too much, like, debris in the yard or anything. I don't... Maybe it's the humidity. Like, maybe it's because I need to use my dehumidifier more often, but it would be mainly because of, like, dark, sort of tighter places, but I'm not doing anything differently this year as opposed to other years. I just seen a lot of wolf spiders lately. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel really bad for flushing them because it's like... They can survive for a long time underwater. Like, I've seen that it's, like, it would take about an hour for a spider to drown. And that's not to say that it would take an hour before they start to drown. I mean, like, it would take, like, the drowning process... Like, they drown for an hour, basically. Which you can argue with me, like, oh, well, spiders are just insignificant, doesn't matter, but that's a cruel death. I mean, come on. Drown for an hour. I read one article that said... I read a few articles that say that you should freeze spiders, and then... You take a... Which I don't have to meet... Like, this is too complicated. Like, I'll just take them out into the woods as far away as possible and just hope, like, yeah, they'll find it okay here in the woods. Alright, I gotta heal Astrid. Oh, thank God you flinched. Do I have anything that can... What does this do? PP. Okay, full restore. These are pretty handy. I read articles that say that you should... The least cruel way to dispose of a spider, if you have to kill it, is by... You have to find, like, a vial and put the spider in there. Which, if you have... Like, if you're talking like a vial, like, I imagine a small little thing, you know? Like a little, one of those little film things, you know what I mean? That's what I think when I think vial. And that's kind of like, I need a big container to hold a wolf spider. Like, at least for me to get close enough to it. Like, I'm not gonna take a little vial, like, alright, come on, friend, get in there. Like, I can't do that. It's hard enough as it is for me to put them in the frickin' big jar that I have. Like, I have... Like, I was... Just having a... Like, I had such a hard time the other night. Like, if I can, like, zone myself out for it, I can catch the spider. But sometimes I just realize, like, I was like, oh my God, this is a spider. Like, I'll start, like, just panicking. Like, I'll have a panic attack. Like, I'm not even joking. It's so bad. But you're supposed to take a vial, fill it with water, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to just throw it right in the freezer, or, oh Jesus. Or if you're supposed to... Like, I don't know if you fill it with water then freeze it, or just put it right in the freezer to freeze it. Because obviously they can tolerate the cold, because that's where they go during the winter. They just kind of hibernate, I suppose. Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't finding anything in this grass. And they can withstand cold temperatures for a very long time. That's kind of how the whole hibernation thing works. But, you do that, and then you pour rubbing alcohol in. Or something that you know will kill them. And they'll die while they're knocked out, but... That's so complicated. Like, I don't want to kill them anyway. Like, I'd rather just take them into the woods and be done with it. Like, as far away as possible. Because if I just throw it onto the back of my deck, it's not going to do much. Like, it'll probably just come back. I tell you, I'm tough. Is my reward the Misty Appears coupon? Because that'd be nice. I'm not sure I'd be a coupon. That sounds pretty useless, actually. But... I don't know. I need some water. I'm talking too much about spiders. I'm not sure what else to add. I actually found... The one that I found last night was, like, near... It was in a very bad area. It was, like, near my keyboard. My keyboard piano. I call it a keyboard, but I still technically think it's a piano to me. I mean, that's really what a keyboard is, basically, for all intents and purposes, you might say. But It was in such a bad area, and then I found another spider. It was a different one, though. I'm not sure what it was. Like, I'm really no aficionado. Like, don't let my talking of spiders fool you. I'm really... Like, I'm sure I'll probably have people correcting me, because I feel like I probably got some stuff wrong. It's just based on amateur research. I used to know a lot more. I do love researching them. If I'm in the mood to, like, you know, if I'm not really able to tolerate images of spiders, then I just can't do it. But I have enough, you know, I'm a reasonable enough person to know, like, okay, it's just a picture of a spider. It's not real. But definitely, like, you can absolutely, like, if you, like, let me tell you something. If you want to put me, like, in the hospital and potentially just, like, give me a heart attack and kill me, put a jump scare of a spider, like a close-up of a spider, on my computer, and I'll probably die. Because I just could not handle that. I mean, maybe that would affect most people, I don't know. I mean, how do you guys deal with spiders? I'm interested. Because I keep talking about myself, but... Tell me right now, like, it's weird. This whole discussion thing, I'm, you know, talking to no one. Like, I don't go on and on like this talking in real life, mind you. I mean, obviously, I don't... Why would I for, like, 2 hours at a time? But I think that's why it's weird when I talk for ages and ages in these videos, because it's like... Why I'm so bad at, like, resolving stories when I'm talking and everything. Foo, I have nothing to do with the 6-pack trainers. I waited here to beat you when you were tired up by all the battles. You bastard! I didn't see this coming. It would be a super nerd. Pat! Oh, he's got the Porygon. And apparently this is the thing that... If I use that upgrade on, I get a Porygon. I probably should have sold it, and I don't know why I put it away. I'm never gonna have this thing. I don't want it. Alright, that nonsense. That thing's crazy. I'll just bite it. I'm not sure what... I don't know what type Porygon is. I feel like it's normal type. I mean, it doesn't look normal. It looks crazy. For some reason, I think it's normal. I don't know why. Is there any other things that are interesting and spider-related? I don't even know anymore. This is what I mean. Like, I'm not... It's hard to, like, end a story or a topic when I'm not talking to anyone specifically, and I'm just sort of, like, talking to a screen while I play a game. Because I can't really gauge whether or not, like, the person I'm talking to is interested in what I'm saying if there's no one there to get a reaction from. But then that's kind of the whole point of commentary, you know. Please die. Thank you. Am I still burned outside of battle? I don't quite remember if it works that way. Alright, thanks, Pat. Aren't you tired at all? Oh, are you tired? I'm tired of your bullcrap. Reward. You took on one more battle than you expected, but you won anyway. As promised, you win a prize. Oh, well, I was kind of hoping for something plot-related. You know, something that would advance the plot. I want to see how I'll fare. How about it? Let me... Oh, for God's sake, I have things to do, you know. All these side quests, I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man. Rocket man. I need to get Astrid back up to a level that is tolerable. Then we'll talk. I'd use Vin's, but he's probably just gonna get ganked versus this foolish thing. And Daniel's also very close to leveling up, which is nice. Always nice to see a Pokemon level up, I tell you. I tell you. Hey. I'm not even sure if this is going to be very good against this guy. Yeah, I didn't really think so. I'm not really sure why I thought this would go over well. Well, Daniel will probably still get the experience after the fight anyway. Hey. Well, I'm nauseous. Okay. Well, I'm sure I've talked about very comfortable subjects already tonight. Talked about being a cashier, which is always incredibly interesting. And spiders, which may have contained information that I'm not even entirely sure is correct. I think I'm pretty accurate. Well, accurate, I don't know. It's about precision, not accuracy. I think I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm a little rusty on the whole spider research thing. I mean, I don't know. Not that I care about having information, like, committed to memory, because obviously that's not like I do it just to impress people. I'm just very interested in spiders. Why do I always think that ice is good against water? I don't know why that is. It's really upsetting. Let's see if ground is. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, Vibode and Irene are kind of your... I kind of got a couple of jack-of-all-trades Pokemon here, you know. Screech. Oh, I could care less about that. At level 47, seriously, you got Screech? For me? How about Slash? Well, I think I could learn Slash at one point. I just, like, acted it out with my hand. 90% of the time, my fingers are just on the Z and X keys. It's like I'm doing hand... Oh, you just made the wrong choice. Yeah, see, the frickin' Charmeleon's doing the same thing I was just doing. Just imagine my hands doing that while I'm trying to act out Slash to nobody but a computer screen. What does that sound? Oh, probably an airplane, I don't know. I don't know, I've only lived here for like 16 years, you know, that happens quite a lot, so you'd think I'd be used to it by now, but whatever. Flying vehicles. I've never had a battle this good. That's very depressing. That was a great battle. You and your Pokemon are truly outstanding. That's what I earned from that, is just you and your compliment. That's like that part, that's like that thing in Wind Waker where you get the complimentary ID from Beetle after you shop with him for so long, and then the thing he does is just go like, "You are really cool," or like, I forget what he does, but it's so funny. I remember my friend was playing it for the first time. We were getting, like, I think I mentioned before, we have a friend that's getting into Zelda for the first time. And I got to see his reaction to that, and it was so funny. Because I kept saying, like, "Oh, yeah, you're gonna love it when you get the complimentary ID." And he finally did it, and it was just that. It was so funny.